Hello to all my college football friends out there. Welcome to another segment of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. My friends, today's video, and it's going to be an interesting one. I'm going to be covering the Georgia Bulldogs and their quest for not just a three-peat, but their quest for back-to-back undefeated seasons. Now, my friends, we all know Georgia notched back-to-back national championship season titles in 2021, going 14-1 that year, beating Alabama in the national title championship game 33-18. In 2022, they came right back, and my friends, we all remember this game. How can we forget a shellacking put on by the Dawgs over the TCU Horned Frogs by the score of 65-7. But what was so magical about last season was that the Dawgs went a perfect 15-0 last year. Can the Dawgs go undefeated? Now, we know the Dawgs lost a few players, okay? Not a lot. You know, their receiving core coming back. They have some really talented running backs coming back. And what more can you say about that solid physical defense? A lot of those players are back. And let's not forget their big O-line. So, my friends, here's the way I look at it. Can the Georgia Dawgs go undefeated for the second straight season? Yes. Will they? That will be the question. Now, when you stop and look back, Oklahoma Sooners, that mighty Sooners team back in the 50s, had a lot of success back-to-back undefeated seasons. The Sooners in 1955 went a perfect 11-0, only to come back and go 10-0 in 1956. The recent team to have went back-to-back undefeated seasons was the mighty Nebraska Cornhuskers, coached by legendary Tom Osborne. 1994, what a team Nebraska had. They went a perfect 13-0 and obviously captured the national championship title, and only to repeat it next year in 1995 to go 12-0 and also capture another national championship title trophy. So, my friends, like I said, you know, when you stop and look at the Georgia Dawgs, they can make history if they three-peat. Okay, now we all know the last team to three-peat, you have to go all the way back to the 30s. 1934, 1935, and 1936. The Minnesota Golden Gophers three-peated. But again, the last team to go back-to-back undefeated seasons, like I mentioned, was the 1994 and 1995 Nebraska Cornhuskers. And, you know, when you stop and look at it, you know, with Carson Beck will be leading the way as the QB1 for the Georgia Dawgs, a very, very talented QB without a doubt. Strong-armed young man, very smart. He can read a defense very well. And this is also a young man that when the pocket breaks down, he is not afraid to tuck the ball under and take off for a very big gain on the ground. When you stop and look, like I said, my friends, at that big physical O-line, and they are returning a few offensive linemen. When you look at this defense from last year that I believe only yielded 14 points a game, and a lot of those players are coming back. So again, my friends, can the Georgia Bulldogs go undefeated? My answer would be yes. Will they go undefeated? That's a different story. And the only reason why I say will they, let's be honest, the up-and-coming 2023 college football schedule for the Georgia Dogs, not a highly difficult one when you stop and look at it. Yes, they have Tennessee. When you look at Tennessee, this is a very good Volunteers team, and I believe the Dogs go in to Tennessee, which is always a tough place to play, without a doubt. But when overall you look at this, I see the Dogs rolling big time over Auburn. I really do. The only game that could be a big question mark, and you never sleep on this team, are the Florida Gators. Now, this game, I believe, in the up-and-coming season is being played in Jacksonville, Florida. So, without a doubt, it's a home game for the Florida Gators nonetheless, being that it's in Jacksonville. But nonetheless, never count out the Florida Gators. And, let's be honest, the Gators and the Dogs have a very heated rivalry, to say the least. And let's mention this. Hypothetically speaking, the Dogs do run the season and go undefeated, and now comes playoff time, okay? Whoever that team or teams will be that they will have to face. Could it be the Buckeyes? Yes. We all know last year that the Buckeyes was a field goal away from beating the Dogs. They did not, though. 50-yard field goal by Noah Ruggles. I'm still trying to forget it. Shanked it to the left, and the Dogs went on to win. But I'm just saying, could Michigan this season knock off Georgia? Hypothetically, if they would face one another in the playoffs, who knows? Michigan's returning a lot of players. They're starting QB. Their two returning running backs both coming back, Blake Coral and Edwards, and a few talented wideouts. So, don't sleep on Michigan. So, my friends, this is why I say this season is going to be one to remember without a doubt for college football fans, without a doubt. My friends, if you are new to my channel, please smash that subscribe button. Always free to do so. If you like this video, which I hope you do, my dog friends and fans, smash that like button. And like always, please comment down below. I really want to read your comments. Whoever fan you are of college football, I don't care. But do you think the Georgia Dogs can go back-to-back undefeated seasons? Like always, peace out. God bless. Buckeye Vinny's out of here.